My name is Max Gagliardi, and this is the end of the Talk Energy podcast. If you're watching this video, I just want to say thank you, because the people that have tuned in over the last 2 years, that have kept me going, the people that have given me words of encouragement, and I want to give a special thank you to those of you who have subscribed to my channel and followed me on Twitter and all the other platforms that I'm on. Without you, I wouldn't have the reoccurring listeners that come in every month. But it's time for a change. And I've thought about this long and hard, and it's been a very difficult situation for me. I want to keep creating. I want to keep giving to the world. I want to keep making content. And ultimately, the Talk Energy brand is something that I love and something that I'm passionate about. I work in energy. I do it every day. I live it and I breathe it. But I want to do other things. I want to go beyond just energy. And I've put out polls on Twitter. I've asked friends of mine and consulted a bunch of different people, like other content creators. The overwhelming response that I've gotten from people has been to just stick to energy. Like, you're the energy guy. You need to stay with energy. Riches are in the niches. This is your brand. And I listened to those suggestions and I heard those people and I value their input. But at the end of the day, like, there's a longevity aspect that comes with making content. And there's a lot of interesting people in the world that I want to talk to that aren't just in energy. And yes, I know I could put an energy spin on pretty much any episode if I wanted to, but after a lot of soul searching, I've decided to rebrand and no longer go with Talk Energy. Now, we're going to continue to make a bunch of energy content. In fact, I want to make even more energy content. We're focusing on more educational content for the future. But I think moving forward with the podcast itself, it's going to be more broad. It'll probably still be a healthy mix of energy. There's a ton of energy guests that I have not had on that I want to have on and talk to. But the new name of the podcast is going to be called Always Be Building. And I've thought about this for a long time. And the reason why I went with this name is because this is basically the motto that I have for my life. I love building things. I love building companies. I love building up myself. I love building relationships. I just feel like building really defines who I am and what I love to do. And I think that the brand gives me a platform where I can take it in a bunch of different directions. So I know some of you are here just for the energy content, and I'm sorry if this is disappointing to you, but we will continue to make energy content. We will continue to make different types of videos. I want to do more video content. I want to do more audio. I want to do more content. So the title of this is a bit of a teaser. I'm just winding down the brand Talk Energy, but we're going to keep building content. Another reason that I want to move away from energy as my sole thing that I talk about is that it's kind of a divisive subject. There are a lot of different ways to get engagement. And I feel like energy is always kind of political. I've spent a lot of time engagement farming in the energy debate and posting things that I know may trigger some people and other people will love it. And I've gotten a lot of followers for that. And it's not like the part of the content creation that I love. I think that you do the engagement farming to get people into the funnel, and hopefully people stay and stick around for the content. And so moving forward, I just feel like if the brand is broader, it allows me to talk about different topics, focus on different things, and not always be in this, quite frankly, kind of a divisive place, which is energy. I don't think it should be divisive. It just feels like it is sometimes because of the energy debate, because of all the opinions in the space. And I want to continue to be in that debate, but I just don't want it to be the main thing that I'm always talking about. And I know that, like, for those of you that have listened a bunch, you've probably heard me say the same stuff over and over again. In fact, it's gotten to the point with the energy podcasts where it's hard for me to listen to them because I just find myself repeating the same talking points over and over again. And that doesn't make me feel like it's good content. I think the guests are amazing, but like, for me to continue to ask good questions, I feel like I have to broaden out the topics to be able to discuss with people different things that I have interest in. We do a lot of different things. We've got companies in real estate. We've got companies in hospitality. We've got companies in the media side. We're working on tech platforms. We do stuff in Bitcoin. I love the personal growth and development side of things. We're working on more content around our company Ancova and putting out an ebook that we're going to be releasing each month to our Substack. So we've got a bunch of different things going on, and I just feel shoehorned into the energy only talking points. I hope this doesn't disappoint people, but I think that I have to follow where my passion's at. I have to be authentic to me. I have to be in a place where making the content doesn't feel like work. And to be honest, sometimes when I'm doing the energy only content, it's kind of starting to feel like work. It's like, okay, I've talked, 5 times about nuclear. On the 12th time I talk about nuclear, the 15th time I talk about OPEC and what's going on with natural gas or storage. I love having those conversations, but I think spreading those out will be healthy. There's so many people in the energy podcast space, and that's great. I think that the conversations need to be had. I've always said that a nuanced based discussion is the best thing that can happen in energy, but I feel like there's more that I can add. There's only one me. And if I'm authentic and I'm caring about the things that I care about, and I'm talking about the things that I'm passionate about, then I feel like instead of being in the hundreds of energy podcasts, I can be in the Max Gagliardi podcast. And I feel like if I'm more authentic in talking about the things that I'm passionate about, hopefully that comes through to the listeners and creates better content for you. My main goal with this channel is to just add value. I want to add value. And so I know some of you are here because you find value in energy topics. I know some of you are here because you like investing and you want to hear what's happening in the markets with energy. I know some of you are here because you love good storytelling. And I want to keep people happy. But at the end of the day, I have to create value for myself too. And I think that if I'm focused on the things that I care about and that I'm passionate about, hopefully that value shines through and the listeners can get value there. But for me, this isn't a 2-year project. The last 2 years have been amazing. I've had a ton of personal growth. I've gotten outside of my comfort zone, but it's not a 2-year project. This is a 20 or 30-year project. And the only way that I'm going to make it to 20 or 30 years is to be able to continue to follow my passions, continue to be authentic, and continue to put out content that I feel proud about, that I can direct in a creative way that lets me do basically whatever I want. I hope to continue to bring quality content. I hope to keep putting myself out there and having amazing guests on and creating something that you find value in. So again, I just want to say thank you. I know this probably isn't going to be popular. Most people I talk to say, do not get rid of Talk Energy. We're going to keep the domain. Again, we want to make more energy content. We're really leaning into doing some more educational content. Like I mentioned, the ebook, we're really trying to educate people around energy, around how it works. I love to get some guest speakers on to do more educational content. So I'm going to keep Talk.Energy, the website, but moving forward, the YouTube channel will just be changed to Max Gagliardi, and the podcast will be called Always Be Building with Max Gagliardi. Thank you guys for being with me on this journey. I'm sure some of you will stick around, and I'm excited for the conversations that you'll get to listen to and the types of content that we can create. Thank you.